monthly and weekly market recap edition. Not from Thailand, back to China, back to my normal office. Like, subscribe, and let's go over SPY and friends. Let's see what they brought us on the monthly and on the weekly. We start with the monthly. February, 5.2% to the upside. Next, above the 512 on the monthly, we will see 560 and 615. On the weekly, always zoom in, zoom out to get a better point of view of price action. On the weekly, bulls are still here. Bulls are in full control. Do not fight the trend. Why? Because you will lose. Next on the week, 540 on the weekly. Next is the QQQ. Bull run on the monthly, bull run on the weekly. Next is 500 on the monthly and the Qs. Weekly, we are still in an uptrend, above the buy signal, above the 426, super important area of support. Broke up, above, next, 475 to the upside and the QQQ. Let me know what you think about the new layout. How do you like it? Purple, yellow. How do you like my new layout? Let me know in the comments below. Any comment, any feedback, any question. And if you have questions, how to become financially freedom through trading, check all the links in the description below. As I always promise, and I keep my promises, I will go with you hand by hand, lifetime if you need, until you will find your own financial freedom through trading. Dow Jones on the weekly uptrend. Last week, Doji 395 is the 392 is the resistance. Above it 411 on the monthly, 421 and 460 overall. As you can see, all across the board, last week of February and February in general was a pretty good week. Bullish week, bullish month. IWM above the 50% retracement, inside the yellow zone. Now let's see on the monthly, 214 and then 225. This is how it looks on the weekly. Uptrend until proven otherwise. 218 and 234. Uptrend channel. Magnificent 7. The MAGS ETF. What do you see on the monthly? No need the FTI. No need any other indicators. Just glint a chart. What do you see? Uptrend, uptrend. Now, where price might be heading next, take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high, above the 38.70, 40 and 42 to the upside. Bitcoin, look at February month, 43% during February. Weekly, last week was 20% to the upside. Above 64, ladies and gentlemen, 74, 87, and 100K on the Bitcoin. Let me know in the comments below what you think. When? It's not a matter of if. In my opinion, it's a matter of when we will see Bitcoin at the 100,000. This is how it looks on the monthly. You remember November 2021? Here we are. It took us almost 2.5 years, and we are back. 76, 91 to the upside on the monthly. Ethereum looking super bullish. Let's take the FTI on Ethereum. Let's see where Ethereum might be heading next. As you can see, above the yellow zone on the monthly. As we know, the yellow zone is the most important area of support and resistance on any time frame, because the FTI works on any time frame that you want to trade and anything that you want to trade. On the weekly, uptrend until proven otherwise. Above the 35.20, we will see 40.66 and 47.60. 4,000 and 48.70 is next on the monthly. Crude oil, yes, it works also on commodities. This is the monthly on the crude oil. What do we see? we can clearly see a double bottom scenario of the 76 and the monthly grinding up slowly. Now let's see above the 84. We will see 91, 92 area. Above this area, we are back to the 124. This is how it looks on the daily. Long continuation above the 84 and then 90 on the weekly, and then all the red levels all the way to 107 and then maybe even the 125. Like, subscribe, share with friends, hit the notification bell because more videos coming up. It's already Sunday. During Saturday, I was flying. I was on the road from Copenhagen to China, back home, 19 hours. Overall, 19 hours on the road. Ferry, from a ferry, taxi, 2 hours ferry to the mainland, taxi to the airport, 1.5 hours, another 1.5 hour flight to Bangkok, 3 hours connection in Bangkok, and then 5 hours flight to China, Hangzhou, and then another 2 hours back home. Overall, almost 19 hours during Saturday, my whole Saturday. So, Sunday and tomorrow, Monday, I will post my Monday, China Monday. I will post my top stocks to watch list. So be prepared, hit the notification bell. SOXX, what can we say? No need to say, follow price and use the FTI as your guide and as your translator for the universal language. Price action, look at SOXX. Unstoppable. Next, 790, 926 on the monthly and the weekly, uptrend until proven otherwise. This road on the weekly takes us 837. XBI, super bullish week. Uptrend above it, 114, 128. This double bottom scenario, as we talked about during end of 2023. Here we are. Next is the 111, 122, and 140. Always zoom in, zoom out, and only by then you will become a professional trader, professional technical analysis, professional trader. Meta, let's take off the FTI and let's do it without the FTI. Meta on the monthly, what do you see? You have this uptrend, trend lines. We know the trend lines, they are our true support, resistance for future price action. Look at this trend line from the IPO, Meta's IPO, May 2012. Since then, look how this trend line worked perfectly as the resistance for the higher highs. Next, if it will reach this green trend line once again, ladies and gentlemen, 1,200 on Meta. When? No one knows. But we can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high, 580, 967, and then also 1,700. We can take this trend line a little bit to the downside, like here, and now you can see. This is the next resistance. This is the major next resistance. Fibonacci 1618 together with a trend line. So yes, these are the true support. Look here. You see how trend lines, resistance, resistance, support. Look, February, resistance. Now breaking up and above. We are heading towards this trend line at the 970. All you need to do is to know and to identify and to really understand price action on multi-time frames, Fibonacci and trend lines. Check the links in the description below. Take the one-on-one live mentorship program. It's not a course, it's a program. It's a mentorship program. Guidance, support with lifetime access. Look at Amazon. One small step from all-time highs. Where Amazon might be heading next? Follow this channel. 216, 240, and 276. Apple, what do we have? Look at the monthly. Double top scenario on Apple. Not looking good, Apple. Past 4 months, just sliding down. Now, take Fibonacci on the monthly, and Fibonacci will let you know with the highest probability, with the highest accuracy, where price might be heading next. On the monthly, below the 180, we are heading 165, 156, and yes, 148 to the downside. This is how it looks on the weekly closing. Another week breaking below the yellow zone, 165, and then all these red levels to the downside. AMD, what a week! For almost 15% to the upside. We said something big is coming. Check last week's market recap. We said that after all these dojis, all this indecision, something big is coming. We were prepared for both sides, and bulls took it to the extreme. 203, 232, 270 is next. Look at AMD monthly. Is it the time to go long on AMD? I say, why not? Follow price, learn how to identify with the highest probability where price might be heading next. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where will be the fifth touch? On this green line, take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high, and Fibonacci will tell you that the next touch will be or at the 670 or at the 980, and this is the monthly. Know your trend, know your Fibonacci, know your trend lines, and especially know your time frame. Which time frame are you trading on? Nvidia on the monthly, super bullish, 24% on January, 28% on February, 53%, almost 55% to the upside. 55 is the Fibonacci number. Where Nvidia might be heading next, no one knows. All we can do is take Fibonacci levels, Fibonacci trend lines, and they will tell us where price might be. Look at this. This is how it works, ladies and gentlemen. All you need to do is put your Fibonacci and Fibonacci trend lines. Next, we're heading, because price goes zigzag to the upside, next will be 1335 on Nvidia on the monthly. Microsoft, bulls are here, bulls are always here, bulls will stay. Market goes up. It all depends on which time frame are you trading. Microsoft on the weekly, uptrend until proven otherwise, still above the green line, holding the 400 area in the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, moving sideways above 420, 445, 447, and 480. Tesla on the weekly, nothing much, still below the sell signal, still inside these trend lines, the Fibonacci trend lines according to the FTI, and the FTI, as you can see, adjusts itself on each time frame. 221 is the most important resistance for the Tesla. For Tesla and the monthly, it was support, resistance, support, Now, once again, it will become resistance below 168. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are holding Tesla below 68, below 180, 181, 152, and 100 to the downside, Netflix, underrated. No one talks about Netflix. Netflix is almost all-time highs. Look at this. We are long Netflix since last week. Not the last week of February, the week before from here. We took long. Still working. 695, 790 on the weekly. 701 will be the next major resistance on the monthly, and then 830 and 900. Shopify on the monthly looking not good. And look, perfect example of how the FTI works perfectly on every time frame, and how this yellow zone, this is why I always say the yellow zone is the most important area of support and resistance for price action according to the time frame that you're trading on. Look at the monthly in the past 3 months, December, January, February. Resistance, look left. Why? Because it was support over here during the end of 2020. Now 67 is the support. This is the buy signal. This is the stop loss on the monthly. Below it, we are heading 56. This is how it looks on the weekly. Still inside this channel, holding above the yellow zone on the weekly, going back inside 68 and then 63 to the downside. Google, uptrend channel, but we are below the sell signal on the weekly. Why? Because in the past 3 weeks, as you can see, sliding down and inside the yellow zone, below the 133, 128, 120 incoming on Google. Zoom out. This is how Google looks on the monthly. What do you see? Double top scenario, same as Apple on the monthly. 127, 118, 111, and then back to sub 100 can take us to the 66. Will it happen? No one knows, but it's a scenario, and this scenario is validate until we will get a monthly close above the 153. So hope you found this video helpful. If you did, like, subscribe, let me know any comment, any feedback in the section below, and super important, don't forget to hit the notification bell. I promise you more videos coming up in this weekend. Until the opening bell, enjoy the rest of your weekend.